In January 2010, we found out that Michael Schumacher would be returning to Formula 1, this time in silver. Mercedes, German team, legendary German driver, it all seemed to be a bit of a fairy tale. But in 2010, Michael Schumacher struggled with the car greatly and was beaten by Nico Rosberg quite a lot. He couldn't really keep up with Rosberg in the whole year. He finished 9th in the points when Rosberg finished 5th or something around that. He just couldn't match him. It was the worst year of his comeback. His best place finishes were 4th in Spain, Turkey and Korea. The car was of a midfield quality, so it wasn't that bad, but statistically it was the worst season of his comeback career. He proved that he was still racing. He was really aggressive, if you want to say that. Pushing Rubens Barrichello up against the wall in Hungary was a perfect example of that. So this year was definitely a failure. People didn't expect him to 2010, sorry, was a failure. People didn't expect him to be that uncompetitive. In 2011, the car was more competitive in the first half of the year. He got tangled up in a lot of race incidents, which caused penalties for the next race, stuff like that, and stuff like illegal blocking during qualifying, which put him back 5 race places. And he just, there was never a consistent 5th, 4th, 5th kind of what you'd be expecting from that car in the first part of the season, but then the development dropped off rapidly for Mercedes. He finished 8th in the points. Nico Rosberg beat him again. Statistically, this was his best year of his comeback. So his best finish was 4th in China. He had a few top finishes, higher finishes in 2010 than in 2011. But in 2011, he was more consistent with later points to mid points, which meant it was just more consistent. So statistically this was the best year of his comeback. He also had a milestone in 2011 in Spa, which was the 20th anniversary, the 20th year since he entered the sport of Formula 1. So that was pretty cool as well. In 2012, this year I should say, he finished 15 in the points. The Mercedes car was competitive in the first half of the year, but didn't develop throughout the season. Unreliable and unlucky with 7 retirements. He also got tangled up in some weird incidents. Senna in Spain, he just drove up the back of him. People really started questioning, is this guy up to it? Which sounds silly, he's a 7-time world champion, but as we know, things did not go to plan in this comeback. Yet again, Jarno Verne crashing into the back of his Toro Rosso in Singapore. He proved he still had pace with the Monaco pole, but as I said earlier, he was getting up in race incidents the previous races or whatever, which set him back for the next race, which means that he just couldn't get a good pattern of points going on, and that was because of the incident with Bruno Senna. So he got pole, so he kind of proved that he could still thread the car through the barriers at a great pace. He finished 3rd in Valencia, which was quite a good drive. So the question is, so was it a failure? In my mind, yes. In 2010, if someone told you he would be outpaced by Rosberg in every season and only scored 1 podium, people wouldn't really believe you. This is a legend, Michael Schumacher, you're talking about here. Okay, we're used to seeing, 91 Grand Prix victories. We're used to seeing him up the front, not fighting for 16th, which is what 2012 has been like that. Even though our expectations may have been too high because of his break, his second career was not good at all. Whether he struggled with tires or whatever, it just wasn't what we expected, or what he expected, as he has admitted before. He still provided us fans with a new spectacle. Having him go around doing circuits is fantastic to see. It was great to see him out there. Let's just remember him for his days in Ferrari, as I think this was, in fact, a failure. Please subscribe for more F1 stuff, as I will be doing season reviews for each team and driver, all kind of comparisons as how the car developed throughout the season, and how the drivers, who beat who, and who was the winner in that inter-team battle. So, thank you for watching. This is F1 Fan 98.